Hello everyone, I'm Bucket and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a tier list on Battlefield 4's premium and standard vanilla maps. Because I've been wanting to do this for a while now, and I've played the maps well enough for me to have my own opinion on which ones are the best and the worst. So I just really wanted to make this video, and I hope you enjoy. The rules of this is how dominant the vehicles are, how dominant infantry is, and how good the maps look. Also counting Levolution and stuff like that, but Levolution doesn't really matter. We normally care about how good the map plays, really, but of course I'll mention the Levolution as well, because that's the biggest thing we all mention in Battlefield 4. So let's get into this. Before starting this video, I'd just like to shout out this YouTuber with only 100 subs called Jumbo, and he mainly does Battlefield 4 content by the looks of it, and I recently found his Battlefield 4 tier list video and I thought it was quite entertaining, and if you want to go and subscribe to a smaller YouTuber than me and go and help him out, because he seems to do quite a lot of Battlefield 4 content, he seems kind of cool, so I just want to give him a little shout out. Anyway, back to the video. Okay, so we got Lankang Dam as the first one, and straight away Lankang Dam, I'm going to put this in A. Overall, it's got a really cool Levolution, it flows really nice, there's good fights between B and D. Vehicles are dominant, but the infantry in some of the areas can be really fun, and I always have a smile on my face when I see Lankang Dam. I really enjoy it. If it wasn't for the vehicles sometimes kicking ass, it would be S tier, but it's well deserving to be in A tier. Next we got Heian Resort, which I've always had mixed thoughts about Heian Resort. I feel like people like to go into the middle of the map, which I think is the C point of the Helltel. I like to call it Helltel because it is literally hell in that place. There's so many fights, people camp on the roofs and the elevators, it's absolutely insane. Vehicles are not really that dominant, it's mainly infantry, but it can be very chaotic at times, but I think it's well deserving to be at least in B tier. It's also a very beautiful map, it's very nice to look at. Savard straight away has got to be A tier. It looks really nice, it's good when it comes to snipers, medium and close range. In the game mode Rush it can be really fun, and vehicles aren't too dominant. Plus the Levolution, I mean, it's just really cool, especially when I experienced the Levolution where the pipe nearly dropped on my face. Oh my god! So, it's a good map, I love it a lot. Flood Zone. Flood Zone is gotta be D tier, I'm sorry. Obviously people's opinions can differ from mine, but I feel like it can be a really good map, but there's a lot of running to do if you lose C or B. So if you have to run from A and E, it's just awful. The Levolution is kind of cool, I do love the rain, but there's also people that camp on the roofs, and vehicles like the helis can get very annoying. So I'm sorry. I used to love Flood Zone, I used to love it, but after Careful 4, I don't have that love anymore. Obviously, people's opinion could differ, and you can tell me in the comments if you have a different opinion on Flood Zone. Next one is Dawnbreaker, and I actually talked to a commenter about this, and yeah, Dawnbreaker, it's gotta be S tier. Overall, it is just a brilliant map. It looks amazing, it's a city, the tanks and helis aren't too dominant, infantry is kinda nice. It's just overall, just everything is just balanced. It's really balanced, it's a cool designed map. The Levolution's kinda cool as well, the whole floor blows up and the bridge falls down. It's really good, and I've had some good fights around C and B and a little bit of E. Those have been some really good fight zones. Overall, the map just is really good, just great. Siege of Shanghai is gotta be at least A. I feel like sometimes people camp on the roofs too much, or the tanks can get quite annoying. Except for that, I mean, come on, the Levolution overall is just amazing to see. The map is really fun, really big. Sniping is not too amazing unless you're on the roof, but close range and medium range can be really good on this map. So it's not going to be S tier just because of how dominant tanks could be and how people can camp on the roofs a lot, and I mean a hell of a lot, but it's deserving to be an A tier. Next one we got is Gormud Railway, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's got to be at least B tier. It could be a good map, there's a lot of good fights around A and B. The vehicles on Gore Mud Railway can be very chaotic at times, and the map is either you're getting your ass kicked or you're kicking ass. So I feel like it's deserving in B, but it's nowhere near A or S tier in my opinion. Next one is Operation Locker. Overall, Operation Locker isn't my sort of thing, so it's gotta be at least B tier. Parasail Storm, I mean, this is one of my favourite maps. It's gotta be at least A. Infantry is kind of nice as long as you're not swimming all over the place. Destroying boats can be really fun. The Levolution is really cool. The fight points are kind of crazy as well. And the storm just looks amazing. The map is just beautiful overall. Next one is Rogue Transmission. This has got to be C tier at least. It's a cool map. Levolution is absolutely epic. I love the sound design of Levolution. I love cores in it. It's a really good map for sniping, but vehicles could be a little bit dominant of it, and there's a lot of running to do for the infantry player. It's another one of those maps a little bit like Gore Mud, where you could either be kicking ass or getting your ass kicked. But it does have its moments, and I recommend playing it on Rush. It's pretty good on Rush, but it's just not my sort of map. I feel like half the time I get my ass kicked on it, so because of that it's just decent. It's in C, it's in the middle. Next one is Silk Road. This has got to be at least C tier. Sniping's pretty good, but this is mainly just for vehicles, I think, on this map. Vehicles are extremely destructive. Once people capture D and the gunner ship comes inbound, like, you get your ass kicked, you really do. It's an absolute nightmare. And Silk Road, you know what, I'm sorry, I can't. It just doesn't flow good, and for infantry it's awful. Vehicles are way too dominant, and unless you're a sniper, it's just really hard, you know? It's just not my sort of map at the end of the day, and I'm sure a lot of people actually like Silk Roads. Next we got is Alta, something range, I don't know, I'm not good at this, but it's a very large map, but I think it deserves to be in B tier. There's a lot of sniping, it's very good when it comes to sniping. Vehicles are pretty dominant, but not too crazy. I don't know, I just think its size overall is very, very big. It looks really cool. That's why I haven't mentioned about Silk Road. Silk Road looks really cool, so there's that. Next we got is Gullen Peaks, I think it's called. And yeah, I really like this map. Don't know why I put in B if I really like it. It at least deserves to be an A. You know what, screw it. I actually really like it. It's going to be an S. It's just overall, it looks beautiful. Even though it hasn't got a Levolution, it's just really cool. Infantry is really good in it. I don't know, it's very unique. The caves and all that. And it's just, there could be some really good fights overall. I like to call it a roundabout of mountains and trees, because it's literally like a round map. This is really cool. I really enjoy it. And it's not in rotation that much. Anyway, next one is Dragon Pass. Dragon Pass has got to be at least C for me. I don't know. It seems like it does have some good moments, but vehicles can be very dominant and you have a lot of places that you need to run. It does look really cool. Screw it, I thought about it a little bit. It deserves to be in B at least. It's pretty solid. Caspian Border, straight away, this has got to be an S tier. I just love it. Caspian Border, Levolution is amazing, the map looks amazing, vehicles and infantry is just balanced, it's really balanced, I enjoy it a lot. Next one is Firestorm. Overall, Firestorm is going to be at least B. The vehicles kind of destroy a little bit. Snipers like to go up on that oil place, whatever it is, the towers and all that. It has a cool evolution. It's very, very unique of a map. It looks really cool. But if you're an infantry player, you do get your ass kicked quite a bit. But that doesn't mean it's a bad map, so it definitely deserves to be in B. Next is Operation Metro. I mean, it's gotta be just like Locker, really. We know it's just chaotic mess. There's nothing much to say about it. It's just chaos, you know, and not my sort of map, just like Operation Locker isn't my sort of map, but it's well deserving to be in B. Gulf of Oman, I think this one is. And even though I haven't played much this map, I think it deserves to be in A. It has a really cool sandstorm, if I remember correctly. Is actually scary. For me, it's really scary. It has some good fights in the city area, if you can call it a city, I guess. And overall, it's a nice map, deserving to be an A. Lost Islands is gotta be at least B tier. I don't have much to say about this map. I've had some good moments on it, but the boats are mainly the strong point of this map. But it is fun to destroy the boats, I'll say that much. I think the plane in the middle of the island actually blows up like a small little evolution, which is really cool. I've had some good gunfights over there. Right, next one is Nashar Strike. I don't think I've played much of this, but for what I have played, I'm not a fan. That's all I can say. I don't think any of these maps though deserve to be in F tier, in my opinion. Like, none of these maps are really bad. It's just my taste really, and it does look very nice, but it's one of those maps mainly for boats and stuff. Next one is Wave Breaker. Yeah, I really like this map actually. I really like this map. Like the big submarine, I always love to fight in that room. That was always a good place, so that deserves to be in B at least. Operation Mortar. Operation Mortar at least needs to be in B. Propaganda. I'm kind of speeding through these at the moment. Propaganda is a snowy map. I really like it. It at least needs to be in A. I do like it. It's got a moving train and vehicles aren't too dominant on it. It's pretty good with infantry. Sunken Dragon. Now this map I haven't played as much, but I think it deserves to be an A. There are some really good fights and it flows very nice. It looks really nice as well, so it deserves to be an A. Next one is Pearl Market. Oh, yeah, okay, so F tier. This is going to be the only map that's going to be in F tier. And hear me out, it's confusing. Like, you could like this map if you want, but in my opinion, it's all over the place, it's too chaotic, it's angles and angles and angles and angles everywhere, hallways, roofs, it's just fucking everywhere. So sorry if there are people that do like it, obviously we can have different opinions. I don't know how to say this one, but this one was a part of the Dragon's Teeth DLC called Lumpini Garden? I'm just gonna call it Garden, I don't know how to say this, but it's Garden. Yeah, I love this map, this gotta be at least A tier. The infantry is really good on it and I very much enjoy every fight in that map, so it's too bad that I just haven't had enough games on it yet, so I might pump it up to S tier, but for now it's on A tier. Next we have is Operation Whiteout. Yeah, S tier. Just looks beautiful, it's a snow map. I have something for snow maps, I don't know what, but I love snow maps. But yeah, I love it, it's great. It is absolutely great. The vehicles and infantry is quite balanced, the map is pretty large but it doesn't feel that large. Hammerhead. Hammerhead has got to be at least A tier. The infantry inside the bunker-like area, and the outside is where the vehicles fight. So it's got good moments for both sides, the vehicle side and the infantry side. So that's really good, and I enjoy it a lot. There's some parts of the map I just wouldn't go to because I know I'm gonna get destroyed by a heli or a tank, a hovering tank probably. So yeah, I always decide to go inside, and because of that, it deserves just to be an A tier, not S tier. Right, I'm looking on Battlefield 4 right now, and Hangar 21 is not on this tier list for some reason, but I really do like Hangar 21, and that would be in S tier. Also, Hangar 21 just looks really nice. Once again, it's quite snowy map, and it's got this huge ass bunker which the doors open and closes. How can you not fucking love that? And the vehicles are not too dominant. I actually don't remember dying that much to vehicles at all. I think there's helis around, but I don't remember having many problems. Yeah, it's just a good map. Overall, it deserves to be in S tier. Then we got Giants of Karelia. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Tanks and helis destroy quite a lot on this map, but it looks great. It's very unique in a way. I like some of the areas of it, which have some good infantry play, and it's good for sniping. So yeah, I think this deserves to be at least an A tier. I really like it. Next up we have Savard, and I think is the Graveyard Shift. S tier. It's gotta be S tier. Just a really cool map. In Rush is actually really tactical. I like to play hardcore Rush on this map, and just because of that, it is great. I don't think it's as good as Conquest, but it's still really cool, and I feel like people take a different approach to it because it just feels more tactical. I don't know what it is about it, but I love it. And it's also funny because a lot of people play this map at night, which is really cool. In the daytime, the servers are dead though, so please, come on, people, play Savard's nighttime version. Please play it. It's such a good map, and if you're on PS4, you know you're gonna find me there. So come on, play it. It's great. I love it. So the last two is Operation Outbreak. I think it's very unique how it's like a tropical forest with like ancient buildings and stuff, but yeah, it's just I don't have that many good moments on it, and vehicles and infantry is kind of balanced. Overall, it's a pretty balanced map, nothing super bad. I don't think it has Levolution. I mean, just purely out of uniqueness, I guess it deserves to be in B tier. It can be fun, but I just haven't had that many cool moments on it which are that rememberable. I do think it's kind of cool though that this was a map made by the community, is what I know. Like the developers made it for the community, or the community came up with it. I don't know. I don't know the true story behind it, but it's just really cool in that aspect. So screw it, I might just bump it up to A tier. There we go. Just because of that alone. Finally, we have Dragon Valley. And I actually really like Dragon Valley. A lot of you would know I made a ton of videos on it, and yeah, overall it deserves to be in A tier. It's a pretty big map which the vehicles destroy on sometimes, but H and G has some really good fights. So I really enjoy it, and it definitely deserves to be an A tier. So overall, what do you think about my tier list? Do you agree with what I say? Do you disagree with what you say? Obviously, we could all have different opinions, and I hope you enjoyed the video at the end of the day. This was just a little bit of fun. I feel like I've destroyed brain cells though for the amount of time I've been talking. Like seriously, I'm so bad at explaining things. I feel like I probably said cool about 50,000 times. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you're new here, subscribe and the bucket. Leave a comment to help the YouTube algorithm push out this video. I respect you all. Goodbye.